Have you ever felt like you're always chasing money but can never reach it? As if no matter how hard you work, save, or try to do your best, the end of the month always comes with that feeling that something is missing? If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people go through this every day, and the good news is that there is a way out. Today, I want to show you that financial freedom is not a privilege reserved for the few. It can be built step by step with the right decisions and the necessary knowledge. But to do this, we need to change the way we deal with money and see new possibilities. Imagine living a life where money is not a constant concern, where you can choose to work for what you love, invest in your dreams, and even enjoy small luxuries without the guilt. This is not just a dream. It's something you can achieve. The problem is that we often get stuck in financial habits that keep us stagnant, and we don't know where to start. In this video, you will discover 9 secrets that differentiate those who build wealth from those who remain stuck in debt and financial limitations. I'm going to share practical tips and simple but powerful strategies that you can start applying today to change your relationship with money. Before we start, take the opportunity to subscribe to the channel. Here, you'll have access to content that will transform your financial life with practical tips, clear strategies, and insights that you won't find anywhere. By signing up now, you will be taking the first step towards a more prosperous future free from financial worries. 1. Develop a wealth-building mindset. If you want to achieve financial freedom, the first thing you need to understand is that it all starts with the way you think. Your mindset can be your biggest obstacle or your stepping stone to success. Successful people do not see themselves as victims of circumstances. They take responsibility for their choices and look for ways to transform difficulties into opportunities. This is what makes the difference between those who build wealth and those who remain stuck in a limited reality. Changing your mindset starts with a decision. Stop seeing money as something unattainable or linked to negative things. There are those who associate wealth with greed, but the truth is that financial prosperity can be built ethically and honestly. Admiration for successful people should be used as inspiration, never as a reason for envy or frustration. Identifying what these people do differently can open your eyes to strategies you can implement in your life. Another important point is positivity regarding the future. If you think you will never be able to achieve your financial goals, it is unlikely that you will take the necessary actions to change this reality. On the other hand, when you believe that it is possible to improve your situation, you begin to see solutions where before you only saw problems. It is the famous ability to transform challenges into steps. Anyone looking to build wealth understands that this is not just about making more money, but also about using resources intelligently. It's not just about having a full bank account, but about gaining the freedom to choose how to live your life. This means that money stops being a desperate need and becomes a tool to achieve your dreams. Developing a mindset focused on financial growth is the first step to changing your reality. Be willing to question your beliefs about money and start seeing it as something that can work in your favor, as long as you make the right decisions. 2. Focus on assets rather than liabilities. One of the biggest differences between rich and poor is how they manage money. While people who remain in financial difficulties spend a large part of their income on liabilities, such as cars, appliances, or designer clothes, those who build wealth prioritize assets. But what does this mean? Assets are investments that generate financial returns, such as rental properties, shares, investment funds, or profitable businesses. Liabilities, on the other hand, represent expenses that take money out of your pocket, often without bringing any return. This does not mean that you should give up all consumer goods or pleasures in life. The secret is in balance. Before spending money on something, ask yourself, will this help me earn more in the future, or will it just be another expense? For example, buying an expensive car can be a big liability if it consumes a large part of your monthly budget. But investing in a work tool, such as a freelance notebook or a rental property, is an asset that can generate extra income. Focusing on assets allows money to work for you, not the other way around. Imagine that instead of spending your entire salary, you set aside part to invest in something that over time will bring more resources. This habit, cultivated over the years, is what differentiates those who achieve financial freedom. The rich don't just rely on active work to generate income. They create multiple sources of income through the assets they accumulate. Another important point is financial education. Knowing how to identify what really adds value to your assets is essential for making intelligent decisions. Don't fall into the trap of buying something just to look rich. Many end up in debt because they prioritize status over building a solid financial foundation. The rich, on the contrary, build wealth discreetly, acquiring assets that are often not even visible to others. If you want to transform your financial life, start reevaluating your priorities right now. Put assets at the top of your list and see how your relationship with money can change. Oh, and if you're enjoying the content so far, don't forget to leave a like. 3. Set clear financial goals. If you don't know where you're going, any path seems to work. This phrase sums up the importance of having clear financial goals. Many people dream of being rich, but few define precisely what that means. Having a well-defined objective is essential so that your actions are directed and you can build the future you want. Setting financial goals isn't just about saying, "I want to be rich." It is necessary to detail. How much money do you want to have? How soon? What do you intend to do with this money? Buy a house? Financing a trip? Ensure a peaceful retirement? Specific goals help turn vague dreams into real, measurable, and achievable goals. For example, imagine you want to save $50,000 in 3 years to go on a dream trip. This means saving approximately $1,389 per month. With this number in mind, you can organize your budget, adjust expenses, and start investing. With each passing month, you see your progress, which increases your motivation to continue. Another important point is to create an action plan. For each goal, define how you will achieve it. If the goal is to save, cut back on unnecessary expenses or look for extra income. If your goal is to invest, research the best options for your profile and get started. Goals without a plan are nothing more than wishes. A valuable tip is to prioritize your goals. Not everything can be done at the same time. List your goals and see which are the most important at the moment. You may first need to create an emergency fund before thinking about buying a new car. This organization prevents frustration and ensures that you are always making progress. Furthermore, it is essential to review your goals periodically. Life changes, and your goals can change too. Assess whether the plan still makes sense and adjust it as necessary. The most important thing is to stay focused and not give up, even when faced with challenges. Now it's up to you. What are your financial goals? Do you already know what you want to achieve in the coming years? Share in the comments. Let's talk about what you want to accomplish and how we can get there together. 4. Avoid debt. Debts are like anchors that weigh on your budget and hinder financial progress. They often arise from impulsive decisions, such as buying something without planning or giving in to the temptations of easy credit. The problem is that, although they seem like quick solutions, debts have a very high cost, especially when we talk about abusive interest rates. Avoiding debt is an essential step towards achieving financial stability and, in the future, building wealth. The first step to avoiding debt is understanding the difference between need and want. Buying something because it is essential to your life or work is justifiable. But purchasing an expensive item just for status or impulse can turn into a financial trap. The key question is, do I really need this right now? This simple habit can avoid many problems in the future. Another fundamental tip is to have control over your finances. Knowing exactly how much you earn, how much you spend, and where your money is going allows you to identify areas where you can save. Financial control applications and spreadsheets are practical tools that help you keep your accounts in order. When you have a balanced budget, the chances of taking out loans or credit cards decrease drastically. Speaking of credit cards, They can be both an ally and an enemy. If used responsibly, paying the full bill every month, it can even help with financial planning. But when you fail to pay the full amount, interest quickly turns a small purchase into a big problem. Always prioritize using debt or cash to avoid spending more than you can afford. It is important to highlight that debts not only affect your pocket, but also your mental health. The stress of dealing with charges, mounting interest, and tight deadlines can impact your quality of life and even harm your relationships. Therefore, avoiding debt is not just a matter of numbers, but also of well-being. Finally, if you are already in debt, don't despair. The first step to getting out of the situation is to recognize the problem and seek help, whether by renegotiating with creditors or consulting a financial specialist. Plan to eliminate debt as quickly as possible and start rebuilding your stability. Now that you understand the importance of avoiding debt, tell me, do you already practice any method to control your expenses? Share in the comments, and let's exchange ideas to improve even more. 5. Start investing as soon as possible. When it comes to building wealth, time is your greatest ally. Many people delay starting investments because they think they need to have a lot of money or advanced knowledge. But this is a mistaken idea. The sooner you start, the greater the impact of compound interest on your wealth, and this can significantly speed up the achievement of your financial goals. Investing early is one of the smartest decisions you can make. Imagine that you start investing just $200 per month in a fund with an average return of 10% per year. In 20 years, this accumulated value would exceed $150,000, considering the effects of compound interest. Now, imagine if you started later, at age 35, investing the same amount. The final amount would be considerably less. Time makes all the difference. Don't wait until you feel you are completely prepared or until you have accumulated a large amount to get started. The most important thing is to take the first step. There are several investment options for those just starting out, such as Tesoro Dorito, investment funds, and even shares in solid companies. The ideal is to seek information about each of them and choose the one that best suits your profile. Additionally, start adopting the habit of setting aside part of your salary every month exclusively for investing. This is known as paying yourself first, meaning making sure you invest before spending on anything else. Even small amounts make a difference in the long term, as long as the practice is consistent. Another fundamental point is diversification. Don't put all your money into a single application or sector. Diversifying reduces risks and increases the chances of achieving good results, even in the face of market fluctuations. Building a balanced portfolio helps protect your assets and create a solid foundation for growth. Finally, remember that investing is not something that brings immediate results. It takes patience and discipline to reap the rewards over the years. Those who start early with regularity and planning are able to accumulate considerable wealth with less effort, while those who take a long time to start may face more challenges along the way. Investing is not just about money. It's about having control over your future. The sooner you start, the sooner you can enjoy the benefits of a stable and prosperous financial life. 6. Earn more money. One of the most important rules for building wealth is simple. Increase your earnings. While cutting expenses is an essential step, it has a limit. The potential to increase your income is practically unlimited, and the rich understand this as one of the pillars for achieving financial freedom. To earn more money, it is essential to invest in yourself. Acquiring new skills, seeking specializations or certificates, and increasing your productivity at work are effective ways to add value to what you do. Qualified professionals prepared to solve problems are more valued in the market and, consequently, receive better salaries or have more chances of promotion. In addition to your main job, diversifying your sources of income is a smart strategy. Think about how you can generate extra earnings. This can include freelancing, teaching, selling products, or even turning a hobby into a profitable activity. The digital economy, for example, has opened up countless possibilities for creating new sources of income, whether through online sales platforms, affiliate marketing, or even content production for the internet. Another way to earn more is to look at the opportunities around you. Often, a simple idea can turn into a profitable business. Identify problems that you can solve or demands that are not yet being met. With creativity and initiative, you can create something that not only increases your income, but also becomes a valuable asset in the future. It's important to remember that making more money doesn't mean working until exhaustion. The secret is to look for ways to optimize your time and efforts, automating processes, using tools that increase your efficiency, and even delegating tasks can help maximize your productivity without compromising your quality of life. Lastly, stay focused on the long term, using extra earnings consciously, investing in assets that generate income or in projects that can grow in the future will make all the difference. Avoid spending additional money on superfluities or momentary pleasures. Prioritize what will truly add value to your life. Earning more is more than just working hard. It's about working smart. Every extra dollar you earn can be a key to building a solid financial foundation and achieving the freedom you desire. 7. Spend less than you earn. A golden rule for those who want to prosper financially is to keep their expenses below what they earn. It seems obvious, but it's one of the main reasons why many people remain stuck in a difficult financial situation. The secret to accumulating wealth lies in the ability to control expenses, avoid excesses, and direct the difference between what you earn and what you spend on investments. The first step to spending less is knowing your finances in detail. Do you know exactly where every penny of your salary goes? Many end up being surprised to realize how much money is wasted on impulse purchases, unnecessary subscriptions, or less conscious habits, such as having lunch out every day. Making a detailed survey of your expenses is essential to identify where to cut and save. An effective technique is smart replacement. You don't have to give up everything you like, but you can look for more economical alternatives. For example, cooking at home instead of eating in restaurants can generate significant savings throughout the month. Swapping expensive brands for more affordable equivalents is also a practical way to reduce costs without compromising quality. Another strategy is to set clear limits on discretionary spending, such as leisure and personal purchases. Set a maximum value that can be used in each category and respect it. This avoids excesses and keeps the budget under control. Avoid using credit as much as possible to cover day-to-day expenses. When you spend more than you earn and need to supplement your income with loans or credit cards, you are creating a dangerous cycle of debt. High interest rates end up consuming a large part of your income, making financial balance even more difficult. Furthermore, always prioritize savings and investments. Set aside a percentage of your salary at the beginning of the month before you start spending. This habit, known as paying yourself first, ensures you're building a solid foundation for the future, no matter your circumstances. Spending less than you earn is not just about saving, but about creating the habit of living consciously. By adopting this principle, you will have resources for emergencies, investment opportunities, and, most importantly, peace of mind knowing you are on the right path to achieving your financial goals. 8. Invest money consistently. Investing regularly is one of the most powerful practices for accumulating wealth and ensuring a stable financial future. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't make a habit of investing consistently, your goals may always remain out of reach. Regularity is the key to growing your assets and achieving your dreams over time. The first step is to understand that investing is not something you do only when you have money left over. Many people have a habit of waiting for the right time or accumulating a significant amount of money before starting. In reality, any amount, no matter how small, can be invested. The idea is to turn this into a monthly commitment, like paying a bill, ensuring that the money starts working for you. One of the great advantages of investing consistently is taking advantage of the power of compound interest. By reinvesting the profits you make from your investments, your money grows at a rapid pace. This means that the earlier you start and the more regular you are, the greater your long-term results will be. It's like planting a seed that over time grows into a robust, fruitful tree. Another essential tip is to include investments in your financial planning. Treat them as a priority, setting aside a portion of your salary for this purpose before any other expenses. This approach, known as autopay, keeps you from spending money on less important things and helps you build financial discipline. Choosing the right investments also makes all the difference. Diversify your investments by investing in different types of assets, such as shares, real estate funds, Tesoro Dorito, or fixed income. Each person has a different investor profile, so it is important to identify yours and find options that suit your objectives and risk appetite. Investing consistently doesn't mean you'll never have setbacks or moments of doubt. The financial market can be volatile, and some fluctuations can cause discomfort. But it's important to stay focused on the long term and remember that these fluctuations are part of the process. Those who have the patience and discipline to continue investing, even during challenging periods, are those who reap the best results. 9. Think long term. When it comes to achieving financial freedom, taking a long-term view is a crucial differentiator. Many people give up on building wealth because they only focus on immediate gains, without realizing that the true growth potential lies in the future. Thinking about the long term is not just a strategy. It is a mindset that allows you to overcome obstacles and make the most of financial opportunities. One of the main reasons to take this approach is the impact of compound interest. They have an exponential effect that grows over time, making small investments turn into big results over the years. For example, investing a modest amount every month in an equity fund may seem insignificant at first, but over a few decades, that same amount can multiply several times over. Furthermore, thinking about the long term helps to deal with market fluctuations. It is natural that over short periods, the prices of shares or other investments suffer declines. However, those with a long-term perspective understand that these fluctuations are normal and part of the path to accumulating wealth. Well-managed companies and promising sectors tend to appreciate in value over the years, overcoming short-term variations. Another advantage of this mindset is the ability to plan and make more conscious decisions. When you know you are building something for the future, it is easier to resist the temptations to spend money on superfluous things or fall for schemes that promise quick and illusory gains. Building wealth is a process that requires patience, discipline, and continuous dedication. Having a solid long-term plan also provides more security and peace of mind. Knowing that you are working to ensure a stable future allows you to deal with the present more confidently. This applies both to your personal finances and to investments in education, career, or business. Finally, it's important to remember that building wealth is not a sprint, but a marathon. Those who have the patience to cultivate wealth over the years are those who truly achieve financial freedom. It's not just about accumulating money. It's about creating a life where you can enjoy the fruits of your labor with stability and comfort. Adopting long-term thinking is not just a financial choice, but also a life decision. It is the certainty that constant effort will be rewarded in the future, allowing you to live with more quality and peace of mind. By making investments a constant practice, you will be ensuring that your money not only keeps up with, but exceeds inflation, preserving your purchasing power. More than that, you will be building a solid foundation to make your dreams come true and enjoy a peaceful financial life in the future. We have reached the end of this content, and now you have in hand the pillars to transform your financial life. Develop a wealth-building mindset, prioritize assets, set clear goals, avoid debt, start investing early, increase your earnings, spend less than wins, invest consistently, and think about the long term. These concepts, when applied with discipline and patience, can guide you towards the financial freedom you desire. Remember, financial success is a pursuit that starts with simple decisions. By supporting this content, you not only help other people, but also strengthen our commitment to a better future. So subscribe, like, comment, and share. Together, we will achieve financial freedom and inspire more and more people.